A Ukrainian military factory outside Kyiv that produced missiles allegedly used to hit Russia's Moskva warship was partly destroyed by Russian strikes. Key points: the Vizar factory produced Neptune missiles. The Vizar factory produced Neptune missiles. A Ukrainian official says the army used Neptune missiles to strike Russia's Moskva ship. A Ukrainian official says the army used Neptune missiles to strike Russia's Moskva ship. Russian strikes in the Kyiv region have abated since the end of March. Russia's defense ministry had pledged more strikes against the Ukrainian capital in response to attacks on Russian targets. It added that Russian troops hit a military factory outside Kyiv late Thursday using Kalibr sea-based long-range missiles. A workshop and an administrative building at the Vizar plant, in the Kyiv suburb of Vyshneve near the international Giuliani Airport, was seriously damaged. Around 50 vehicles parked near the plant had their windows blown out. Russia had earlier announced it had hit the factory using Kalibr sea-based long-range missiles. The strike came a day after Ukraine claimed it had destroyed Russia's Moskva warship, which Moscow later said had sunk. Ukraine claimed the Moskva's damage was the result of one of its missile strikes. Russia's defense ministry spoke only of a fire breaking out and of exploding ammunition. Moscow said more than 500 sailors had been evacuated, but there was no independent confirmation of the fate of the crew. Ukraine says it hit the Moskva, but Russia says the ship sunk after a fire broke out. According to a statement on Ukraine's state weapons manufacturer Ukroboronprom website, the Vizar factory produced Neptune missiles. Andrei Sizov, a 47-year-old owner of a nearby wood workshop, said the strikes came at night. Around 1:30 a.m., my security guard called me because there was an airstrike, he told AFP. There were 5 hits. My employee was in the office and got thrown off his feet by the blast. He believes Russia was taking revenge for the Moskva warship, saying, "They are making us pay for destroying the Moskva." The Vizar plant outside Kyiv, that produced missiles allegedly used to hit Russia's Moskva warship, was partly destroyed by Russian strikes. The governor of Ukraine's southern Odessa region, Maxim Mochenko, had said on Thursday local time that the Ukrainian army had used Neptune missiles to strike the Moskva. Moscow did not confirm this explanation for the sinking of its massive vessel, saying only that a fire broke out on board the 186-meter-long ship. It said the cruiser sank during an attempt to tow it to the nearest port. While 2 workers at the site of the Vizar factory told AFP the strike had not caused any casualties, Ukrainian authorities did not immediately confirm this information. Cleaners were working to clear the rubble in the partly damaged administrative wing of the building. Russian strikes in the Kyiv region have abated since the end of March, when Moscow withdrew its troops, saying it wanted to concentrate on Ukraine's south and east. But Russia warned on Friday that it would intensify attacks on the capital after accusing Ukraine of targeting Russian border towns. Kyiv denied this, instead alleging Russia had staged the incidents to stir up anti-Ukrainian hysteria in the country. AFP